Good evening. Welcome to English News on KCTV. My name is Ian McVeigh, and
Good evening, my name's Rob Simpson.
so we have a couple good news things to go over today. But first, Rob, how have you been?
I've been great, getting back to school's been great. Meeting all the students, getting to know their ins and outs, and just doing introductions at the moment, really.
Yeah, every class is a little different, so it takes about a week, 2 weeks until you get used to the students.
Until you get a hang of it, yeah.
And all that. But so far it's been a good start. So I'm hoping that it continues to go on that way.
And it's been good with you at school?
Yeah, it's been good. The weather the last couple of days keeps looking like it's going to rain, so I'm a little bit scared coming home on my motorbike. I think I'm going to get drenched.
Yeah, it keeps teasing, and that's to do with some of our stories tonight, is the weather.
But so far, everything seems to be going good.
Okay.
Okay, anyways, we're going to start with the first story, okay? The Military Housewives Association, Region 2, released a program of special care for people with special needs. The program urges children of Army families to claim their privileges from the Royal Thai Army and other benefits from the government. At the conference center of Surinari Army Base Hospital, Colonel Chonchai Putong, the Assistant Chief of the Royal Thai Army Region 2, was president of the opening ceremony of the Special Care for People with Special Needs program. The program is managed by Surinari Army Base Hospital, Military Housewives Association Region 2, and Nong Pai Lam Social Security Commission. The program urges children of Army families to claim their privileges from the Royal Thai Army and other benefits from the government, such as scholarship, medical benefits, and vocational loans. The program also covers handicapped people of Army families. However, the program helps members of military service use benefits and privileges that they deserve.
Well, yes, you can see all the military gathered there on the footage, just trying to come together and raise some funds for, the people, the needy.
There can never be enough help for the handicapped and the underprivileged children. I have a friend, Ed, who collects little bottle can tabs.
Oh, yes.
And he gives them to up in Chiang Mai, and they take them and mold them into artificial limbs and whatnot. So
wow. Yeah.
It's always good that people are helping, and it's nice to see that Surinari Army Base Hospital and the Social Security Commission is willing to help out as well.
All help is needed for those people, yes, definitely.
Very good.
Okay, moving on to our next story. For safety reasons, Nakhon Ratchasima Office of Transport makes suggestions to parents to use school shuttle services from registered buses or vans only. Unregistered vehicles are reminded to register now or pay fines in the future. Mr. Chotchai Yawachit, an academic from the Nakhon Ratchasima Office of Transport, mentioned there are a lot of school transportation services in Nakhon Ratchasima province, but there are over 3,000 unregistered vehicles, and they are reminded to register now or pay fines in the future. For young students' safety, parents are recommended to use school shuttle services, such as buses, vans, and minivans. As they passed qualifications and safety standards from the Office of Transport, parents can be sure that those vehicles are safe now. Mr. Chotchai made a comment on the news of a young student killed by being locked inside a school van. He said it was the responsibility of the teachers and drivers of the school. If they did not go on with good safety conditions, this kind of incident would not happen again.
Yeah, wow. That's a pretty incredible story.
That's neglect like that should really be looked at again, because we can't have students dying from being left in a van.
I can't tell you how important it is to make sure that every driver is registered, every vehicle makes the code,
Yeah.
and
Meets all
there's
requirements.
Nothing more important than the children and the young people of today. So it's extremely important that we do something about getting these vehicles registered. It's not a joking matter
Yeah.
in any way. Okay, moving on to the next story. The Buriram province has recently had a rise of dengue fever patients. The patient rate is now 566 people, which is 2 times more than last year. The Buriram Office of Public Health Department rushed to clear the mosquitoes in the area. Dr. Sompong Jorungjit Tanusan, the doctor from Buriram Office of Public Health Department, said the Buriram province has recently gained more dengue fever patients. The patient rate is now 566 people, which is 2 times more than last year. The situation has become a crisis. However, nobody has been killed from the disease yet. The majority of patients are children of 10 to 14 years of age. After that, 5 to 9 and 0 to 4-year-olds. As the school semester has just started, dengue fever watch has been strictly practiced to prevent even more patients. The doctor from Buriram Office of Public Health Department also said the Public Health Department has directed the local health center of each community to urge residents over dengue fever prevention, especially removing mosquitoes seeding sources such as jars, abandoned tires, and wet waste. We did a story last week about dengue fever in the upper east, right?
Yes, that's right. I can remember.
And now dengue fever is hitting close to home in the Buriram province, doubling from last year. That's pretty significant.
It's getting bad and it's getting serious. So people take heed to these cautions. You know, the outbreak is real, and dengue fever is something to take seriously.
I think the most we can do to get rid of these mosquitoes, the better. Nobody likes mosquitoes, so
definitely not.
Get rid of them.
Okay, moving on. Ampor Sangkla of the Surin province has now got a water crisis. The water supply from 2 other provinces' water plants are also in shortage. If it does not rain in the next 3 days, the province would be completely out of water. Residents of the Sangkla district in Surin province had to meet the press to announce their trouble about water shortages caused by the drought. Over 10,000 people from the 2,700 residencies in Ampor Sangkla province have been in trouble because of the water storage for the last 2 months. Government offices, schools, temples, police stations and hospitals have no water supplies. Residents mentioned it is the worst water problem for the last 30 years. They also said if it did not rain in the next 3 days, the province would be completely out of water. They need help from related administration urgently. By the way, the Ampor Sangkla administration has been supporting residents in those districts, but due to water limitations, the water supply is only being delivered between 5 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. and between 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. However, the Sangkla mayor has reported to the government about this problem. Hopefully, Ampor Sangkla will get help as soon as possible, because these shorter water shortages are becoming quite serious as there's no rain.
Yeah,
you know?
we were just talking about the rain. If the rain, as soon as the rain starts, hopefully it'll help out provinces such as Surin and other locations.
Surrounding areas, because like we're saying, in the afternoons it's teasing with rain clouds, but nothing is coming down, no rain.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine going through that with no water, only in the mornings. And
no, you wouldn't think it. I don't know.
Especially as hot as it is, nothing like a cold shower feels great, doesn't it? Anyways,
anyway, yeah.
We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back in a couple minutes.
See you
Okay?
soon.
การใช้น้ำอย่างประหยัดน้ำเป็นสิ่งจำเป็นสำหรับชีวิตประจำวันที่ทุกคนต้องใช้ปัจจุบันน้ำที่เราใช้นั้นมีเหลือน้อยลงและกำลังจะหมดไปในอดีตมีฝนตกถูกต้องตามฤดูกาลจึงมีน้ำให้เราได้ใช้กันจากการกักเก็บของเขื่อนซึ่งปัจจุบันฝนตกน้อยลงและไม่ค่อยตกตามฤดูกาลทำให้น้ำในเขื่อนที่มีอยู่ลดน้อยลงไปด้วยเพราะฉะนั้นจึงถึงเวลาแล้วที่เราจะต้องช่วยกันประหยัดเช่นไม่อาบน้ำด้วยอ่างเพราะการอาบน้ำด้วยอ่างจะใช้น้ำถึง110ลิตรต่อครั้งต่อคนแต่การอาบน้ำด้วยฝักบัวหรือการตักอาบจะใช้น้ำแค่20ลิตรต่อครั้งต่อคนในการล้างจานควรที่จะลองน้ำใส่อ่างไว้ก่อนเพราะการเปิดน้ำตลอดเวลาจะเสียน้ำ135ลิตรในเวลา15นาทีการชักโครกแต่ละครั้งจะใช้น้ำ8ถึง14ลิตรดังนั้นวิธีประหยัดคือเอาขวดน้ำแบบลิตรใส่น้ำให้เต็มแล้วใส่ไว้ในถังพักน้ำจะช่วยในการประหยัดได้การล้างรถไม่ควรใช้สายยางเพราะจะเสียน้ำ200ถึง300ลิตรควรใช้ถังรองน้ำแล้วใช้ผ้าเช็ดแทนเพราะฉะนั้นถ้าเราช่วยกันประหยัดน้ำช่วยกันทุกคนก็จะทำให้เรามีน้ำใช้กันได้อีกนาน
Okay, welcome back. I'm Ian McVeigh, and this is
I'm Rob Simpson.
Robert Simpson. We're going to move on to the first story about farmers selling mushrooms for extra income. Okay, rice farmers in the Buriram province harvested mushrooms from the Khao Kradong woods and have sold them for extra income after the rainy season in the area. During the rainy season, villagers who live around Khao Kradong National Park of Tambon Samet, Buriram Province, harvested mushrooms and other botanic plants and sold them for extra income. The road in the area is full of stalls, which rice farmers use to sell their mushrooms and other plants. Many of them also distribute mushrooms and botanic plants to local markets. Their businesses are going so well that they earn up to 800 baht extra each day. Farmers also told us that they usually seek mushrooms and other edible plants and sell them after the rainy season. This helps them earn more income besides just relying on their rice farming. It's always good whenever you can have your farmer and you don't just have one crop.
Yes, many crops, because in times of drought you can make a plan and come up with some extra money just to keep you going through the month.
Right. We see so many times that rice farmers losing so much money and the families don't have any money to provide for themselves just because of the rainy season, not providing any rain and water for the rice. Yeah. It's good if they can rely on other vegetation and things.
Okay, well, moving on to our next story, quite an interesting one here. The Buya District Police arrested 2 monks and their one disciple for using meth in their temple. Officer Putsanu Wat Udon, the investigating police officer of the Buya District Police, is investigating 2 monks and 1 disciple who was found using meth in their temple. Previously, police got a report that there were meth trades going on at Wat Nong Tad Yai in Ampor Sida, Nakhon Ratchasima province. After a survey, the police officers then requested an inspection for the meth within the Pra Sombat Jamwan temple. Age 34, Pra Prasit Charios, age 28, Mr. Rachata, and age 33, Mr. Rachata Uttairat, admitted that as they were sitting together in a group with their suspicion, police tested their urine and found them using meth. They then confessed that they were taking meth altogether. The monks admitted that. Now they are no longer monks and still being arrested for the meth.
Wow.
You know,
don't know what to say to
individuals,
that.
like high individuals in the society, should know, you know, to just be careful. I
It
don't
just
know.
goes to prove you that just because they're wearing the clothing doesn't really make them real strong
Yes,
believers. you know.
it's hard to talk about. Shocking story, definitely.
It's tough. Anyway, it's kind of adding on to shocking stories. The next story, the Songklang Provincial Police have arrested a gang for theft after they have stolen scooters, birds, and broken into houses in the province. The Songkla Provincial Police arrested Mr. Sitikorn Pitjadru and Mr. Silathorn Sayung, both 19 years old, who have stolen scooters, birds, and other valuable items from houses in the province. They both teamed up to steal valuable items from residents in the Songkla area. After an arrest, police seized 3 stolen scooters, 4 birds, 2 mobile phones, 1 television, and 1 game console. They confessed and said that they stole everything and have stolen the items in the houses as well. They also confessed to stealing many scooters. Stolen scooters, birds, and other items were resold for cash. Both are drug addicts, and they were stealing in order to get extra money for their drug habits. You know,
Well,
you have to
these-
be careful out there. Whenever you have anything of value, you have to lock it up no matter where you are in the country or the world, anywhere.
And as a thief, I would never think to steal a bird. You know, I don't, maybe they're worth a lot out here, but you know,
Yes.
that's just something funny.
Well, they were drug addicts, so they
you can never tell. Yeah.
just decided to take the birds and
Maybe
see
they were
what-
using at the time. Who knows?
I don't know.
All right, moving on to our next story. The president of the Weightlifting Association of Thailand was chosen to be the vice president of the International Weightlifting Association. Colonel Intharat Yabangatoi, the president of the Weightlifting Association of Thailand, was chosen to be the vice president of the International Weightlifting Association. The election took place in Moscow, Russia. He got chosen out of 2 nominees from Australia and 1 from Russia. The president of the International Weightlifting Association remains the same person. While the Nakhon Ratchasima weightlifting team is training hard for the up-and-coming SEA Games at the Nakhon Ratchasima Municipal School of Sports. For the weightlifters who are still injured from the last competition are now resting until they are back in normal conditions or able to do more weights, pick up more weights. The next lifting competition of Nakhon Ratchasima weightlifting team will be in the next SEA Games held in Myanmar. Well, there you can see them going at it.
Someone will correct me if I'm wrong, but Thailand is really big with as far as weightlifting. I believe that
That's right.
the only Olympic medal they had a bronze medalist for the powerlifting. I think it was a female. If I
It was
recall.
a female, and normally they do come through with the lightweight boxing.
Yeah,
Yes, that's
So-
another one they compete well with at the Olympics.
pretty impressive.